Hi, this is Daniel for Vile, Jaconic Magazine's metal section. As part of their upcoming visit to Mexico City on October the 5th for the OffLimits Festival, today we have Paul Beer, frontman from Sheer Terror. Paul, thanks, man. Glad to you were able to take some time and talk to us. How you doing, man?
Good. So taking care of the house here. It's now it's the summer's coming, and we got the house. We got like an acre of land. It's a being a homeowner is a trip. I can tell you that much. I was out there spraying for caterpillars earlier. They were eating the leaves off the tree. That's what my life is right now. Fighting caterpillars.
Fair enough. All right, Paul. So, I mean, since most of the audience, hadn't had the chance to see you play live here, we would like to talk a bit about, the beginnings of the band, the albums, etc. So, if you can, tell us how did Sheer Terror started?
Started back in the winter of 1984. We played our first show in February of '85. Did a lot of sitting around doing nothing for a while. I've been playing like the tri-state area, New York, Connecticut, Jersey, or whatever. Never really. I mean, then with DC here, like we'd hit like local, five-hour drive, 4-hour drive, 6-hour drive here
Mhm.
and there. But then really do our first big tour. Uh, Jeez, probably till like I guess it was like '92. I think the first real tour that we did is when we went to Europe for the first time,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, went to a lot of different band members. First album came out in '89, I believe, and went to a lot of band members since then. I think we got 5 albums. I forget. I don't know. We weren't exactly as productive as a lot of our peers, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Uh, Due to a lot of stupid reasons. I was stubborn in a lot of parts, but also had band members that really didn't want to put. I mean, they put the work in here and there, but then when it really came down to brass tacks, like all right, we got to do it. I can't do this anymore. I got to get a real job, or I'm getting married, or
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, but yeah, it's going on. In December it'll be So yeah, December, January, December. It'll be 40 years this coming December doing this, and I'm out of my fucking mind.
Yeah, cool, man. So, what are your music influences? Obviously, I know that you were just right there when the hardcore scene was actually very strong. Still, it is, right? But I guess back in the day, just at the beginnings. So,
Yeah, I grew up with the. I mean, when I was a kid, like mid '70s, early '70s, or whatever, the mid '70s. Like I was into Cheap Trick, Kiss, of
mhm.
course. Alice Cooper, who I still love. Stuff like that. And my older brother had like Black Sabbath records and Slade records and Mata Hoople stuff, that I would listen to here and there. And then when the punk rock thing came around, especially in New York in like '78, '79 or whatever, when Sid Vicious killed his girlfriend, that happened in New York. And I was seeing that in the paper. I was like, this shit's crazy. They're killing each other. Of course, I got to find out what that's all about.
Yeah.
So I think it was the winter of 1980 or whatever the hell it was. I don't remember exactly. I went to the library and I stole Never Mind the Bollocks Sex Pistols on cassette. They had it
Mhm.
in the library and I stole it. And it was downhill ever since. Kiss didn't stand a chance after that. I was like, this shit's crazy. I love it. And it's like, just being a kid and, you know, being into wrestling and shit like that. I was like, why do everybody hate this so much? I gotta know why. And then I was like, wow, this is great. I want to be hated too. So, it's just I grew up with that. And I grew up. I was there to the early onset of hardcore. I went to my first show in 1980 or whatever. But yeah, 1980. I saw. Well, shit. Look, Clash of Bonds. Uh, the Ramones. Oh God, what was that? I don't remember. Just so like, it was like shows here and there. I couldn't really go to club shows so much. Not until
Mhm.
like 1981. Then I started really going out to clubs and stuff like that. That would let me in. or whatever. It was a little less strict back than it is now. In some places, not all the places. Some places they wouldn't let you because I'm like, but then they saw the crowd, and most of the crowd were these young kids. I mean, there was still some older people there that left those from like the punk thing or whatever, like trying to come in, and that's where they would make the money at the bar. But if you got this venue and it's like, okay, we're making money on a bar, but there's 30 people here and there's 200 kids that are going to fill up the place, you
Yeah.
know? So, yeah, it was another world back then. It was fun. It was exciting. It was it's what I miss about and about the whole thing. Honestly, is that it felt like you were doing something wrong. You know, going
Mhm.
out to clubs and going to the show and smelling pot and spilled beer and like day old like week old beer are still stinking up the place and weird people and it was fun. It was exciting, and you felt like I should like my parents shouldn't they wouldn't want me to be here kind of thing, and that was
Yeah.
fun. It was exciting. I miss that. I miss that, and like I don't know if a lot of the kids get that feeling anymore because it's so I don't know if rampant is the right word. It's so accessible now. You
Yeah.
know,
More
I mean,
mainstream, like.
yeah, to an extent it is really. I mean, it's you go online and find stuff or watch a show or do whatever. You know what I mean? Back when I was younger, it was like it was different. Like there was no internet, and you had to go out and search for stuff and look for records, or you had fanzines and you'd send money. Like here's $2.50 or $3 for a record. Sometimes you got, it, sometimes you didn't. But you took a chance. You know, you took a
Yeah, of
chance,
course.
and it was fun. It was fun. But I always say like I wish I was like 13, 14 years old again, but not now. Back then,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a kid now. Now, I like being an adult now. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, definitely. So, is there something that you listen nowadays? Like, I mean, obviously, music wise, like any, let's say, new bands, like something you're into, or still listen to the old stuff?
I listen to a lot of different stuff. I listen to a lot of reggae and dub. I listen to a lot of stuff like that, like Nicodemus, Toyin, stuff like that, and the Upsetter, of course. And so yeah, I like a lot of root stuff. I listen to a lot of like that. I listen to a lot of soul music, like old 60s and 70s, northern and crossover soul stuff. It's just dance music, really. It's I really enjoy that. And but what I really like the most striking for old punk rock, of course. I'm an admitted Anglophile. I really like the old English punk stuff,
Mhm.
and a lot of that, and even like power pop, like from 1979. That was such a great year for like power pop and stuff like that, and I like a lot of that stuff, and I mean, whatever strikes my fancy, really. I mean, hardcore here and there. There are some good bands out there now.
Mhm.
Newer bands like a band from California, Spy. I
Okay.
think they're really good. Uh, Mess from Mexico. I think they're great.
Mhm.
They're a great band. Another band, Castillo. They're from California. It's like a street punk kind of hardcore kind of band. I think they're really good. Um, the Illiterates from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
No Time from Pittsburgh. I like a lot. I mean, I'll go out here and there. I'll find the stuff, and I honestly, I'll give it to Bandcamp. I'll
Mhm.
go on and and I'll check stuff out, see what's new. And I found a lot of good new bands just from going on Bandcamp, which is cool. And I'll buy the records if I like it. I'll go online. I'll order it, and I'll still get them. If it's good, it's good. I'm not going to say it's just because it's new. They're like, oh, so no. So a lot of stuff I like. I like the more hardcore punk stuff. I don't
Okay.
really like a lot of like the metally type stuff at all. I didn't grow up a metalhead. I like certain metal. I'm very picky with my heavy metal. I'm
Yeah.
very. I was not. I'm not a thrash metal guy or speed metal and stuff like that. I'm not a Slayer guy. I don't have
Right.
anything. I don't have anything against these bands. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like a little more like rock and roll. I like Saxon. stuff
Okay,
like that, like the more rock and roll, like the new wave of British heavy metal type of stuff, the more rock and roll stuff. I like a
gotcha.
lot of that stuff and everything. But yeah, I mean, like yeah, I'll listen to whatever strikes my mood, honestly. And yeah, when it comes to newer bands, there are a lot of good bands out there, and a lot of the bands that I just don't get that a lot of people love, and it's not for me. It's not supposed to be for me. You
Right.
know, I'm 56 years old now. 56 years old now. I'm not a kid. They're aiming towards the kids.
Exactly.
If the kids like it, good for them. Let the kids like it. I'm not going to say they're wrong. They,
Hmm.
oh, you can't like that because I don't like it. No, I didn't want that when I was a kid. Why should they?
Yeah,
You know, some old guy telling them that they're wrong. That's just bullshit. That's just bullshit. So I don't have to like it. I don't have to listen to it. And if there's no reason, good for them. Let them have fun.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, too many things to worry about to be just like, criticizing
Exactly. You know,
like,
oh, that ain't the way it used to be. No, it's not the way it used to be. You know, it ain't. The world has changed. You don't have to like it, but that's the way it is. You know, what are you going to do about it? You guys complain or not go out, not go enjoy yourself, or you know, you close yourself off. And don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest fan of people. I'm a pretty hippie social, honestly. I'm trying. It ain't easy, but you know, but I'm not going to be a jerk about it. You know, just because I don't like something that nobody else can like it. You
yeah,
know, that's just stupid. You know what I mean? Um, I'm I, the newer bands, a lot of the newer stuff like or whatever the newer bands, it's not aimed towards me. I'm not supposed to get it, and that's fine. If I do, if I like it, I like it. But also on the same on the other side of the coin, there when I'm writing songs or whatnot, I'm not gearing it towards the kids. I know my audience has gotten older, and here, if the kids like it, that's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to alienate them, but I'm not gonna go out and try to get hip with the kid. Sounds just creepy. Honestly,
yeah, it
you
does,
know,
yeah, a little
I'm a
bit.
grown man. I'm gonna be, hey kids, what are you doing? You know, get out of here, Uncle Paulie. Go sit down.
Yeah, like the dirty uncle kind of
You know
thing.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. You feel like a creep sometimes anyway. You go out to shows or you're sitting there. I got my wife sitting here next to me, so she don't laugh. But if I'm sitting there, and sometimes you see a good looking girl walk by, you're like, wow, she's kind of good. And then you realize she's old enough to be my daughter. What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah. We're getting to that age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You feel like a jerk. You're like, ah, man, I'm turning into that guy now.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. That guy that I hated. Like, yeah. No, that's me. Yeah. Yeah. Totally, man. So, talking about your records, what's your favorite sheer terror record? Like, which one you enjoy the most, or from
I
the.
never listen to any of my stuff after I mean, I'll listen to it like when it first comes out and something I
Mhm.
just get used to it and some of the other stuff so I can remember the words too as well.
Yeah.
Uh, but I would have to probably say the production wise
Hmm.
and the time that it came out, probably the old new Bard and Blue, that EP.
Hmm.
So we had Josh Silver from Typo Negative while I work on it with it's in the studio.
Oh
He
yeah.
pre-produced it with us, and he's a great guy. I haven't seen him in years, but Josh was a great guy to work with in the studio, and he got a really great sound out of us. So I'd have to say probably that one. The last album we did was good too. We did with Dean. He used to play with us, Super Touch, everything too.
Mhm.
Standing Up for Falling Down. He's a good guy as well, and that I mean I was glad to be able to put that record out. First record in like 17 years or whatever the hell it was. I don't remember exactly. And when we did that, I was glad. I'm still proud of that record, but I was glad that it hit. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like hey, we're back. You know what I mean? It was like, oh no, we're fucking back. I'm glad I was able to do that, and it's always trying to, you know, do that again. And sometimes you're gonna do it, sometimes you're not. You know, and we'll see. We shall see. We're in the middle of writing right now, so and hopefully we start recording next month in July. So it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be us. I mean, things change, but it's still gonna be a hardcore punk record. But we'll see. But we still got to work it together. We still have to play it all live together. I still got to write lyrics, which that's a pain in the balls right there. Used to be a lot easier. Now oh god, I'm driving myself crazy trying. I'm very picky and very. Oh, I drive myself. I want to put my head through a wall when I'm trying to write lyrics. You know what I mean? It'd be a lot easier, feel a lot better, honestly.
Right. So, at this point, you got any plans on recording something new? Like it's been almost like, well, it's been 10 years since.
Yeah, it'll be next month. We're gonna start recording hopefully in July.
Okay.
It'll be like 7 songs, maybe 8, probably about like a mini LP, EP, whatever.
Okay.
That's all you really need, really. I mean, if we had more songs, sure, I'll go 12, 14. But at this day and age, it's really not necessary. You know what I mean? I mean, if we had it, great. But all the people's attention spans, they're not in it for that long. You know what I mean? They got to be really good songs for somebody to listen to a whole friggin' album. You know, I mean, I fall asleep in the middle of like 20 minutes into a movie. Never mind, you know. So it's like, if you got the songs, great, but it's also you put out a record, your blood, your sweat, your tears, whatever it is in the world, and you're going to play live, and they just want to hear the first thing you put out fucking 40 years ago anyway. So,
Right.
that's another kick in the face right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're working. It's going to be 6, probably have like 7 songs, maybe 8, and shooting for like an October, November release.
Okay.
So we're shooting for that. I got a guy just working on the artwork. I got like everything kind of planned out in my head.
Yeah.
Except for the lyrics. So no, I really got to sit down and lock myself in a room, I guess, and
Right.
hopefully get alive.
Yeah, definitely. So you think you might be playing at least one of those songs, at least one, you think?
By October in Mexico, I hope so.
Yeah.
That would be nice because we're going to Spain in August, and we're also doing one show in France, in Montpellier, or what I can never pronounce. And we're doing 2 shows, as far as I know. That's all we're doing in August, and I don't know what we're gonna. Maybe we'll do a new song. Hopefully, it'd be nice. But I'm hoping at least by the time we're in Mexico, the record we're hoping is going to be out in November. We should be able to pull out 1 or 2 new songs. If not, then we got problems.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I saw in your, I don't know if it's your webpage or on Facebook that you're running for president, right? With this campaign that you had with Steve Puss.
Steve Puss, he was my best friend who passed away a few years ago from cancer, and we had done a shirt the last elections in 2020, and we put one out just for fun. And it was like for me and him, we did it. We put it out. And well, John Franco from Dead City Records, he put it out. But we just did it for laughs. And so now he passed away 3 years ago. 3 years ago now, jeez. And I figured, well, it's another election season. Fuck it, we'll do it again. It's like, how can you lose? We hate you anyway. He's dead. I'm here. Fuck you. So, and our campaign slogan is "You get what you deserve." And Steve always liked, he always got along with small children and small animals. Adults, not so much. But he liked little kids and he liked animals. So with the shirts, you get a shirt, you get a pin, and you get some stickers, and all the proceeds are going to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Steve Pass's name. So, he was a nut job. He was Steve, but he was my best friend, and I miss him. So if we could do that, that'll be good. Hope help some kids out. Give them a chance to grow up to be nut jobs.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So other than, as you posted on the on Instagram, well, if it was you or like the band or whoever, but other than coming for our chalupas, what do you expect from your visit?
Yeah, I've never been to Mexico. I've never been, and we've never played there, but I've never even been there. Closest I've been when we were on tour with Napalm Death in '96.
Okay.
I guess the closest was El Paso.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That was the closest to Mexico. There are a lot of Mexico. That was, down for nothing. When we were out with Napalm Death, that was a fun tour. But it's Napalm Death, and Wish You Terror. We're like a hardcore band, and as they called them down there, the Satanic Hispanics. You know, like a lot of the series, they didn't really dig us. They didn't like us. We weren't playing blast beats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Except in El Paso. In El Paso, they liked us.
Yeah. Okay.
El Paso, in San Antonio, not so much. I wanted to smack a couple of people.
Right.
But in El Paso, they dug us. They dug us there. So yeah, I've never been to Mexico. I love Mexican food. Honestly, I do. And also my guitarist as well. He eats food, and also wrestling. Big wrestling fans. So of course he wants to go down. He wants to get wrestling masks, of course.
Yeah.
So and I've always it got like when we play in Southern California, especially in LA and everything.
Yeah.
I've dug the past few times I've been there. So big Chicano population, of course, and coming to the shows, which is great. What I like is like it's a hardcore show, a hardcore punk show going on. And everyone's like jumping around, like thrashing and all this, and slam dancing, moshing, blah, 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 blah. And then the band stops, and then in between the bands, they play Mexican pop music.
What?
and like it's like all of a sudden it's like and like all right, and then in between bands like and then everybody's like dancing. It's fucking great. It is great. I love it.
That's so random.
It's fucking. I think it's great. Honestly, I really do enjoy it. It's like this is fun. You know, it makes it fun. It brings it back fun, and they're all singing along. They know the words and shit. I think it's great. Honestly, I think every place should be like that.
That's hilarious. Never had that before.
Yeah, no, it's fun, and I got a lot of guys from the club. Chicano and Mexican, like out in California, great friends of mine, brothers of mine, who I love, and it's. I've always, I've worked, not to sound like a jerk, but I've worked in for many years doing security in New York at bars and live music venues, and a lot of the guys working there, like bar backs and bartenders or whatever, like Mexicans, and everything from Puebla.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 2 hours.
All the names end with O. Bernardo, Francisco, this, everybody with us, Spaghetti-O. Everybody ends with an O. I know. It's all the guys from Puebla. And great bunch of guys. Great bunch of Faustino, he was my buddy. He was a dwarf. He was a little guy. And he'd walk around with a big old bucket of ice. Yeah. Great guys. Great, hard-working guys, great guys. I used to have fun with them. I used to have more fun with them than half the fucking other people I worked with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm looking forward to Mexico. I'm very much so. Very much so.
So you're planning to stay here, like arrive, before, or just staying for a couple of days, or is just like
I'm not really sure. We're working on that now. We're working on that now. We don't. I'd imagine we'll at least come in the day before. I hope.
Yeah. I hope. Yeah.
And then come in the day before, and then leave. If we got to leave the next day, we'll leave the next day. But we got to see. We have to see. I'm really not sure what we're going to be able to afford it to us, or we're going to be able to afford. I'm not sure.
Oh, hopefully you can sell at least like for the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so you can.
That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I have nothing against that. That would be great. That would be great. Hell yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll talk to my guy, and hopefully we'll get that to work. That'd be good.
Definitely, that would be great.
Fuck yeah.
So, Paul, thank you very much. It was, great talking to you, and obviously we'll be looking forward to, see you play on October the 5th at the OffLimits Festival for sure. I really
definitely looking forward to it very much so, and yeah, it's gonna be. We're having a good time. Damn, we're gonna have a good time. We're coming. We better have a good time.
Definitely. It's gonna be carnage for sure.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Paul. Thank you so much, man. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Paul.
Take care.
All right, you too, man.